Hello Internet, this is EJ with a guitar lesson. A guitar lesson meant for more experienced players wanting to venture into playing over changes. Typically people who come to me as students, they have been researching theory, and they have been reading books, they have been transcribing people to learn new vocabulary. They have learned the arpeggios, of course, because that's what you're supposed to learn when you want to play more jazzy stuff. They've been learning the fretboard, so okay, where are all the D's, where are all the E's, stuff like that. Those are all good things, don't get me wrong, but typically people end up with a table full of dishes, a dish of theory, a dish of neck knowledge, a dish of vocabulary, etc. And what you really need is soup out of all that, because when you're improvising, you kind of need all those ingredients, at least in the phase when you're studying. You could argue that in the end, or not, you could argue in the end you want to play from your intuition and don't think. But to get there, you need to do the work. So I've come up with exercises that combine all that stuff. So combines forcing you to know the neck, forcing you to know the chords, forcing you to follow the chords, forcing you to train your ears, forcing you to learn about intervals, and in addition also gives you some new vocabulary you can use in your solos. So first I'm going to play an example, a few bars on A minor, D minor. It's going to be A minor for 2 bars and 2 bars for 2 bars D minor, and that's going to repeat. And I'm going to use only the tonal material that you're going to get from this exercise to show you that it can become musical. After that I'm going to explain the exercise to you. So I'll be right back. I'll start up the machine and play some music for you, and then we go into the exercise. Okay, so that was a quick solo using only the tonal material you're going to get out of this particular exercise, just to show you. It also gives you some musical content you can use in your improvisation. So, off to the exercise. It's what I call this exercise is activities over changes. So you're going to do stuff over changes, obviously. First I'm going to explain it to you in its most simple form. So a very simple example of an activity over a change. Just to, because there are some rules which come with each exercise. I don't want to explain them to you. This is not the exercise I want you to do. That's a follow-up on this. So first, an activity over changes in its most simple form. That would be, in this example, just playing the chord notes. So an activity could be, I'm going to play the chord notes of all the changes in the tune. The tune in this example is 2 bars of A minor, 2 bars of D minor. Over time, you want to do it on the tunes you like to play. But for this exercise, 2 bars of A minor, 2 bars of D minor. So one of the rules is you stick to one position. So I'm gonna use the 5th for now, 5th position. Second rule: once you've done it 3 times right, you're gonna move to the next position, or at least another position, and most preferably a position you don't know at all, because studying in your black boxes has the most leverage. But we're gonna start in the 5th position now. What we're gonna do, we're gonna start on the activity we're gonna do is play the chord notes, so the most simple one I can think of. So you're gonna play the lowest note possible in this activity, and we start on A minor, so the lowest note of A minor possible in the 5th position. We're gonna move up in time, so 2 bars of A minor, and once we get to the 3rd bar, we get to D minor. Then you're gonna switch to chord notes of D minor. If you're going up, you're gonna switch to the nearest chord note of D minor going up. If you're going down, because we're going up and down, you're gonna switch to the nearest note of D minor going down. So I'll play it. I'll play quarter notes first in this example. So I'm gonna play first A minor. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I got 2 bars of A minor now. I've run out of notes for this position. So I'm going to go down, so I'm going to be looking for the nearest note of D minor going down. That would be A. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice that I went up again, still playing D minor, and now it's time to switch to A minor again. So I'm going to look for the nearest note of A minor going up, which in this case would be the 5th E. So I'm going to start at A minor again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I was going down, and now I have to switch to D minor again. So I'm going to look for the nearest note of D minor going down, which is a D. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, gonna have to switch to A minor again, looking for the nearest note of A minor going up. Maybe you notice that the switch is happening on a different spot each time. That's the strength of this type of exercise, because it's not about learning patterns, it's about learning how to switch to the other chord when you have to, which is kind of what is happening when you're playing live or playing a tune. Okay, I'm gonna play this very simple form of an activity over changes a couple of times for you, so you can see how it works, and then we go to the actual exercise. Okay. To D minor. To A minor. To D minor. To A minor. Okay, so remember, one position, you're going from the lowest possible note to the highest possible note in that particular position. You switch when the changes switch. When you were going up, you're looking for the nearest note of the activity, and you proceed with the new chord. Okay, so now the actual exercise. We're gonna play. Okay, so now the actual exercise. The activity will be to play 1, 2, 3, 5 of each chord in the tune, and in this case A minor, D minor. So if we look at A minor alone, just so you can learn which notes are in there, we're gonna get the root, the second, the third, the fifth, and the root. The second, the third, the fifth, the root, the second, and the third. So for the 5th position, this is it. So 3, 2, 1, 5, 3. singing it, but I highly recommend you doing that, because you're gonna learn how a 9 or a second, which are the same thing, sound, and how a third sounds. So sing while you're doing it, and sing the numbers of the notes, so you get better understanding of that. So that would be for A minor. For D minor, in the 5th position, the lowest note would be the 5th, and A. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 2. Okay. Now, following the rules of an activity, I'm gonna start on A minor, play 1, 2, 3, 5. And when it's time to switch, I switch to D minor. First I'm gonna play quarter notes to keep it simple. So, okay, that was 2 bars. Now I need to switch to D minor. Okay, where's my nearest note following the rules of the activity of D minor? That would be F. So on the 1 I'm gonna play an F. D. And now I need to switch back to A minor again. Okay, without interruptions you will be getting this. Etc. etc. This particular one loops pretty fast. Most of them loop after maybe 10 or 12 bars. So once you've done this 3 times right, you're gonna move your position. So in the 7th position, you can you pick either one, preferably the one you really don't know, because that's when you're gonna learn stuff. I'm gonna take the 7th position. So same exercise. Playing on A minor, D minor, and where you start in the 5th position, you can reach the root. In the 7th position, you can't, so you're gonna start on the 2nd or the 9th, whatever you want to call it. To D minor, back to A minor. Etc. etc. You hear me saying the beats out loud. I recommend you to say and sing the note numbers out loud. So I did that just for you to know when to switch on the beat. But when you practice it, sing the note numbers, not the beat numbers. So. Etc. Okay, well, good luck practicing. This is gonna hurt your brain more than your fingers, probably, and that's exactly what it's meant to be doing. If all goes well, you're gonna learn the neck better. You're gonna train your ear on how chord notes sound, and hopefully you end up with some new vocabulary. Okay, enjoy. If you want to book a lesson with me, there's an email address in the description. Well, so long, good luck.